Hello, it is me, Inferno. Welcome to Ventureland. This channel, I've been playing the server for, let's just say, since 2017. It's not very well known. It's, how do I put this? It's an RPG server, somewhat an MMO. Play with other people, you get loot, you do stuff, kill bosses, like, there's even, like, a command. You can, like, list all the bosses, so you can see them. There's quests, like this, it's like just all this kind of stuff. And it's been a long journey. Uh, I've really enjoyed my time on this server. Uh, I didn't like it's not one of those like servers that you could just hop into and just immediately understand it. Be like, oh, like I get this. Like I understand this. Like you gotta find somebody to play with. Like somebody to understand and someone that you can, play with and like enjoy the server with. Like I know a lot of people don't have that. Like right now, like I have a couple people on right now, like Ari and Chris. I'm not sure they play with Chris, but you get what I'm saying. Just you gotta find people to play with. And so basically, how it works is you load in, you go over here, into the world portal, and you can just teleport anywhere. Teleport anywhere you want to go. So I'm just going to start out here, and my computer's not fully optimized to record and play at the same time. Sorry about that. But so this footage might be a little bit laggy. Which, oh well, what can you do? But it should be good for the purposes that I'm using it for, such as I guess I could change the render distance a little bit. Might give me a little bit more bang for my buck. Who knows? And you might hear the piano in the background. And if that gets that annoys you guys, just let me know. Um, but so yes, no. I'll talk to Speed later. Uh, Speed is the creator of the server. He owns the server, so it's pretty cool. Uh, and also, something I just realized. I didn't really go into detail about this, but it wasn't recent, it was about a year ago maybe, this task system was added. And it allows you to just like go around, discover tier 2 mobs like right there. Like, I haven't even discovered all of them yet. And I gotta go around, kill them. Like, I don't know, it's just like if you look at them, like free gems, like, and then if you go in here, like you have to buy these gems, and you get like 10,000 for reaching a certain thing. That's practically $5. Um, which isn't too bad. And then like certain weapons have certain physics and certain mechanics, certain abilities. Like if I go to skills, you can see like all of that. It's always killing me. It's so annoying. You can get special armor with special enchantments like quiver reduction, which allows you to use your uh, abilities faster. Frost shield, which slows enemies down. Damage from mobs reduced. Health regen, because the server doesn't have built-in health regen. There is no hunger, so food doesn't do anything except heal you HP. So, like, if I was to get damaged, it would just affect my HP rather than doing something stupid like healing your hunger and having to wait for regen. So that's where the health regen portion comes into play. The stars next to the items, which you'll learn if you do start playing, means your item is maxed. You've completely maxed out its stats. So, like for tier 5, 35 is the max armor stat. The damage boost is 8% and the armor is 7. So like if I inspect myself, the fastest way to do this is not that. Like you can see that I have 100.8 defense. And my damage reduction is 72%, so I will not take 72% of the damage that a mob is hitting me. But of course, the damage of the mobs is scaled differently than it would be in a default setting. Many things hit harder, like skeletons and stuff like that, hit ridiculously harder. You can get a house plot. There is no building on the server, so you cannot get blocks and run around and build stuff. You get a house plot. You can upgrade your house by shift and right click, which allows you to, let's just say, I don't know, change house theme, edit room, so you can like change walls to like look like that. And I have the maximum rank on the server, meaning I have all of these themes down here. So that's why my house looks like this. Normally your house would just look like, when you first start out, it would just look like this. Just looks like a default kind of ugly house. I mean, it doesn't look too bad, especially once you level it up to a pretty decent level, but I like the retro style. It's called retro. The mushroom one's pretty funny too. I like the mushroom one. My personal preference as far as weapons go is axe. Axe is just clearly the most superior weapon. It's not actually, it's just personal opinion, but axe is just incredible. It's my favorite playstyle. Like it's kind of a huge, heavy hitter with a cooldown. So this thing called strength, which is every time I swing, you see 180%. It has 100% 80 added damage to the 25 to 26 range. That's a range, by the way. It doesn't do those damages together, so I can hit anywhere between 25 and 26, meaning the damage is really close together, making it practically a hard hitter. So if I hit with a 100% fully charged hit, it should be about 80 damage. With the pure damage, 8, which skips through armor and defense, so it's basically armor penetration. So a mob's defense doesn't do anything. It's just pure 8 damage. So that 8 damage adds to the 88, making like 90. So yeah, you can hit pretty hard. Sword probably be my second favorite weapon of all time, because just for the fact that it's just it's another DPS weapon, so you can get like deep wound, which just adds a basic another 26 damage to the strike, making it do more damage. Charge allows you to just fly, and combo attack is swinging like 3 things in front of you, just like slash slash slash, like really quickly. So it's pretty nice. Fury increases your crit chance, so you can crit more often, do more damage, just overall just increase your DPS, which is fantastic for bosses. So this episode isn't really going to be much of a gameplay episode. Later in the series, like maybe episode 2, I'll continue basics. Maybe episode 3, I'll get into some gameplay, killing some bosses, grinding out some tasks. We'll get there. But right now, basics are most important, so people can actually understand what I'm doing under the basics of the server. There's another thing that I forgot to mention, but the mobs that spawn each have their own, like, obviously, like, I think Windcraft does the same thing, where they have their own HP bar rather than, like, the basic 20 HP. So everything's been scaled. So over their names, you'll see there you go, like a Sand Zombie. It's a tier 2 mob. It only has 60 HP. So I can one-tap it, obviously, with my 90 damage axe. But then, so that's something. Also, you cannot, there is no, since the server is not like 1.12, there's no speed swimming. I feel like I should mention that, just because some people are huge 1.13 people who, oh, yes. Okay, that's what I was hoping for. So, in this thing, you can get veteran mobs, which just have a little star, meaning they have a little bit extra HP, which is annoying. But you can get these things called elite mobs, which basically give like a tough thing. So instead of having like that super low, like 60 HP. Oh, there's a better one. But instead of that super low 60 HP, he's tough, so he's more HP. It's 300 for GG mob, which is ridiculous. So we'll just handle him really quickly. These zombies, like I said, only have 60 HP. This guy has 99 for a skeleton, which is ridiculous. So we can just two-tap him. Yeah, easy. Joke. Kind of a thing. But, there you go. See, like, he has 135 HP. That's just ridiculous. And then everything in this game is tier scaled. So, like, my armor is tier 5, so I have the second best gear in the game, G6 being the best. So, like, if I inspect my good old friend here, oh no, he's PvPing right now, so he's using the special event item, which is the holiday stuff. But, let me look, who else is on? Oh, ponies. Unless he's PvPing too. Oh, no, he doesn't have anything equipped at all. I can't think of anyone who... Oh, yes, I can. This guy. Here. There you go. This is the top tier gear in the game. He's got the T6 gear. The boss that can give you that gear is Vulcan, which drops fragments, and in the hard and insane difficulties, he can drop G6 items very, 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 very rarely. As you can see, there's like all these different tiers of bosses, like that's a T5 boss, T5 boss, T4 boss. There are no tier 3, tier 2, or tier 1 bosses. Pit of Trials is a special one, Consultant Return is a special one, Goblin Overseer is a T4, Warlord is a T4, but under the where you see highlighted, it'll tell you the difficulties of Warlord is a 2-star boss, Goblin's a 1-star boss, and I believe Sirens, yes, is a 2-star boss, just like the Warlord. Captain Bones is a 3-star, Premise is a 4-star, while Pit of Trials varies, just like Crystal Avatar also varies. Bandit is a 1-star, Sun Queen is a 3-star, Yeti is a 4-star. Yeti's actually, I'd say Yeti's easier than Sun Queen just because the mechanics are kind of stupid in both bosses. Just like I also believe that Bandit should possibly be a 2 or 3-star because his crit ability just can basically destroy you. Especially in the later on, like hard and insane versions of these bosses. So these stars for this boss are based on the if I can get it to pull up, here you go. Off the basic, like, here you go, see how it says normal, hard, and insane? It's based off of this sort of normal right here. But if you're playing like insane, it makes the boss harder, makes it give him more HP, just makes it all around difficult. Now, for all of you beginners that will maybe start the game if you watch this video, might think something like, oh, but like, how do we get better? How do we get good quickly? Well, one of my all-time favorite ways to do so is to do things called dungeons. If I can spell it correctly. You just type in /dungeons and you get these things. So these are just normal, super easy to do dungeons, super easy, such a joke. But you can do those dungeons and you can get like a ton of food, maybe some good gear here and there. But at the end of, like, once you beat the boss, you can get hop in with a bunch of your friends and do it. But once you get to that boss, it's guaranteed a T3 or T4 item. So doing the boss is just all around just what you want to do. Just because it makes life so much easier as far as gaming goes. It's the fastest way to grind up the way. And there's my other friend who, if I was to inspect, he's got a max D6 axe, so he's maxed out all his skills. So in this game, which is probably my third favorite aspect, is you can actually craft your gear. Like right here, I'm working on T5 Hyper Chest Plate. I can actually get rid of this because I'm no longer working on it, since I already got a max order from my friend. I paid him, by the way. But so basically, you can just do like a bunch of stuff. This server is I wouldn't say there is a pay to win, because like it's not 100% pay to win. Like, some people can classify it as pay to win. Like, I personally classify it as pay to win, just because, like, as you can see, all that gold I have, and clearly I don't. Do I look like a person who grinds for like it? Yes, I actually do. But it's how do I put this? Like, you can buy gems like this and get tradable tokens, which you can trade to other players and sell them. And currently, every dollar on the server is worth 50,000 gold. So if you sell that $5 gem pack, that's 250,000 gold. So I can sell 4 of those and get 1,000,000 gold just like that. Like, snap of the finger. Super easy. And the money always goes back into the economy, meaning you can always get things back. You can always get your money back, always get it back quickly. The amount of gold in the server never actually depletes. It always increases. And whatever, like it's never decreasing. So like I said earlier about the different tiers of mobs, like if I go up here, there you go. Like there's a T3 mob like that. And I actually haven't killed this guy, so this is just a little bit of quick gameplay. If I can actually hit this guy. Come here. Come here. There we go. Just get some quick gameplay here. Like if he hits me, he's dead. There you go. See, there's a T3 enchantment that can go on your armor, and like what is this? There you go. Fire shield. So when a mob hits you, it's on fire. Pretty simple. I like it. Easy. I preferably use frost shield because when things hit me, they get slowed, meaning I can run back, eat some food, recover my HP, and then kill them. There is PvP on the server in case you're wondering. As you can see, to the very most right of my screen, you can see my weight, so that means how many items I can hold. So I can't believe I didn't bring this up. So every item has a weight. At the very bottom of the item tooltip right there, you can see weight 70. So this axe is 70 weight. So I believe the default weight is like 400, 350, something like that. Something's really low. So that would take up basically most of your space, which is not ideal. But your armor also, yes, has weight, 70 weight. Every item has a weight. Some are ridiculously reduced, like that's 12 weight. So, and you can upgrade your weight by going to your compass. That's not what it is. Going to your compass and like clicking right here, upgrade weight. So for me, it's 38,000. Upgrade my weight to 950. You even have the PvP menu where you have like PvP points. You can buy non-PvP time. You can turn PvP on. You can turn it off permanently, so you never have to PvP. That's eventually what I'm gonna do. Quests, in case you want to be a free-to-play player, you don't want to spend a single dollar on this game. Quests, daily quests give you gems. So you can grind out these daily, so as a Premium Plus, I have all of these. As a default, I believe you only get 2 or 3, right? VIP Plus, Premium Plus, yes, you only get 2. And then you get this one. But this one doesn't give you gems, this gives quest points. And with quest points, I can't do it because it's not spawn. Here, I'll actually go spawn right now. With quest points and PvP points, there's a special shop that you can buy items. Let's see. If I go into the PvP menu and click the PvP shop, like you have scrolls of knowledge, protection powder, PvP radars in case that's what you're into, Infernal fragments, which we get 3 of these, gives you a free T6, but it's not worth the 5,000 points. It's really not. These are decent, but I think the most important thing you want to spend your PvP points on is probably like stake and protection powder, just because helps you do stuff. And then on the PvE side, you just type in quests. Here, these things called quest points. These have way more of a variety of things you can get out of them. Like I can get splash pods, I can get stimulants, soup for 20 points instead of 15. I can get same basics, but you can get dungeon keys. Like, here you go, veteran keys. That's a guaranteed T5. Or an elite key, which is the upgrade to the veteran key. And elite keys can give infernal fragments and guaranteed like you're gonna get a T5. You can buy feedstock if you want to. I wouldn't say it's not worth it. But you can get combat crates, which can give you 4 if you 5. You just gotta grind out a few quests. I think about 4 quests, and then you can get this. 4 or 5 quests. Depends on your quest boost, because I mean, look at this again. If you go in here, you can actually buy something called, there you go, regular quest boost. This costs 400 quest points. I think I can almost buy it. Yes, I can almost buy it. So if I buy this, it's a permanent 10% reward boost for all of my regular quests. So I can do these regular quests and get a 10% boost to that 54, meaning I get 5 extra quest points per regular quest I did. I believe the max you can get this to is 5, which is a 50%, meaning I'd get like 25 points something, but the point something doesn't do anything, so it'd be about 70 something. So, and that's only a tier 2 quest. Like if I skip that, it's gonna boost up and I'll just be able to get quest points faster. So that's another way you can boost up your thing. I guess maybe I can do a boss in this episode. Because I basically don't know about the basics. You can get all these scrolls, which teleport you to bosses for free. Once you unlock Journeyman, in the tasks, you get this special room, which allows you to get boot upgrades. But that's something we'll talk about in a later video. Unlocking all that. You have your bank, yada yada. Mine's upgraded overly. Clue scrolls, you basically run around the map everywhere. They take about, the 9 stages take about 30 minutes, because you gotta go everywhere. And I recommend bringing a mace, just to pounce around, just because it makes it faster. Salvage kits. This I have to go over, and I know I do. Here, we'll take this diamond dagger. So this is a T4 diamond dagger. You can take this advanced, we'll just take this advanced, and then you basically just click on the item, click the green, and then you get the feedstock and scrap materials, and you get designs. So basically what you do with these is go, I'm just going to throw them in here because I don't need them. Once you, oh, I should, I'm going to turn this into that, just so I can throw it in there. So you use this to like go in here, you unlock this at level 16 of whatever you're trying to craft. So armor crafting has to be level 16 for you to unlock advanced crafting. Advanced crafting allows you to use 4 scrap, 16 material, and this is the same for any single tier of any single item you're crafting. It takes 4 and 16, and for advanced it takes 8 and 32, and 600 gold and 300 gold. And basically, you just click this, and then you click that stat you want to re-roll, and then it tells you what stat is max. So as you can see, 35 has a star next to it, meaning it's the max stat, and you can see the percentage it takes to get that roll. You can get a crafting bonus by using research, which is 1,500 gems, and that allows you to add an instant 80% crafting bonus to any stat. So that makes things easier, because I know I had to go over that. What else should I probably go over? Oh, market. I'll go over market. So if you go over to market, you just log in your type/age, no point going up to the thing. You can buy things from other players for in-game currency gold, like 7,000 for that frozen dungeon key. Would possibly be worth it, but that's not worth it. That's a scam. You can even buy electric. I don't get why anyone would do that, but this is usually what people go in here for. It's the scrap material and feed. So as you can, okay, and boss token right there. I'll spend that in episode 2. You can buy spawn teleport scrolls. 6 seconds right there. There's a 5 second. But you can get, those are useful. They allow you, because when you start spawn, it takes 10 seconds to spawn. Sorry about my dogs, they're probably going to bark quite a bit tonight. But you can use these, where are they? Scrolls, right here. And it makes it 6 seconds rather than the 10 seconds. You have a shop that you can, like, easily get, like, free T3 attachments. Of course, they're 1,000 gold. Sorry, you can even buy your a T4 weapon with random stats, I don't recommend this. This is the stupidest idea you can ever do. It's overpriced. It's retarded. Um, the main thing that I recommend is buying these because these are cheaper than anything you'll get out of market, and they're practically near max. Like maybe not the loot bonus and gold bonus because those are kind of cheap to get the max version off market, but like the damage to mobs and the health on hit and health on kill tend to be expensive. Like it's like this, yeah, like health on kill right there, like 12. Like that would be a good bot because that's pretty good. Like 9,500 for like not even like there you go, 24,000 for 0.5 off of max. 15,000 for two off max. No, one off max. But like you can get gold bonus for pretty cheap. XP bonus max is 40k. Like, honestly, just go for the gold bonus. And then that's the other thing. Ranks give you free gold bonus and loot bonus, and every time people throw you these crates, you get free items. So I should get 2 or 3. Yeah, 3. There you go. Free T4. So I can just throw this in here. So yeah, vote bombs are, or not vote bombs. The vote bombs actually get removed. Vote bombs actually used to exist, but they don't anymore. I don't know why they removed it. I think they're just lag fests. So nobody does them anymore. It's not that nobody does them anymore. Just can't do them anymore. It's unfortunate. But yeah, I think I've gone over everything so far in this video. So if you liked what I talked about and you'd like to give the server a try, I recommend it. Server's fun. It's it's like a great time killer when you don't feel like PvP and killing people. You just want to kill mobs, grind at some mobs, get some gear. It's fantastic. Oh, that guy just got it up. But it's just like my all-time favorite thing, like ever. Like so